not sure in Collin County.
I couldn't tell.
I tell you here.
Oh,
when you in 2019, I would say 5,000 seats. A big box, but we are official. Lucky an official here definitely help.
Know if I'm
so coach season and his and so is one all time and percentage they tied before overtime, but 700 title to their credit in the Wildcats had 1,000. These not played very often. Time that was,
as far as I know,
one that
they've been lower than our
that's right.
Them in district, so I think that's the only
talk about the ticket
sign when I was trying to find today 6 or 7 something. Yeah, that's at the beginning of the deck.
That this game between ranked Division 1 defending and the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Wildcats this season with a 4-6 win beat 12, and that was in just half of football was stopped because they beat Bullard to 6. They won over to 6. And 2 weeks ago they beat Auburn 35 to 4. Open will be at home against Harris. Belleville 50 to 28. 6 scheduling, which is not the way. That's were they the
3A Division or 2? There could have been a differential.
China did 40-19. Franklin, Texas, and beat. Actually, it was in the first district.
Hard to get game. We came out during Cameron one year, 5 or number 1. Trying to get people. You're coming. Well, look, I'd get a blend. Districts.
Yeah. 5 to 28. Of course, in the top 10 are ahead of the Wild. To here, Celina beat 2 to 7. 30.
Yeah. 2 minutes. Much to replay. Very even.
And then last week's 3-4. The scores that the Springs have in the very 45-13. But
yeah, it makes. We still got to know our guys on the sideline for all this. Come, we need to get now a couple of people. Then
for quarterback, this is 9-13 team and 8 backs to a running back or a slot receiver, and Jackson Hare 258 yards and 6 catches for 220 yards and 6 touchdowns. Quinn Harris is the starting tight end. Jackson Virgil starting at wide receiver. Deacon Carpenter Orion also a wideout for Wildcats. Starting in the offensive line, Vince Johnson, who of course 6'3", 315 pounds, now a senior, and he is to TCU. Aiden left. The center is Jeff Stevenson. Guard is Lopez. The right tackle, Dadrian Day Barrett. Trip out with a high spray. Would otherwise be a offensive line. We expect next defense. Post tackle Truth Hall, and we have learned committed to the University of Texas at El Paso. I had seen to go to El Paso. Blaine Allen awful lot so far this season.
Yeah.
There's Grace Zag, number 1 tackle on the Wild team, with that tackle in the games, 3 tackles for loss. Another player who we've said a lot, he's another linebacker for the cornerback. Gio Ibarra, very active. James John, safety is C. Galloway, and the free safety is Eisenhower. So tremendous speed with Eisenhower.
Yeah, and I talked you better out of me. I said, I'm pushing y'all.
Well, road jerseys, the white gear, Celina, orange jerseys and pants.
And defer. So we're going to be on offense.
Wildcats receiving the
Celina, orange jersey, pants, the white headgear, and Wildcats will be receiving with their back all to left. Is the game. High teams are out here this evening, a little bit after 5 o'clock. The sun lost to the west, and it is now a very good evening. And we will now an indication. Pause for that.
Please keep here and safe. Tonight, but we are this opportunity to do what we do, and I've proven that granted. Thank you for always showing us. Help us present you in everything. Pray.
Please remain standing, playing a national anthem. Blessed to have the Celina School Choir led by Mr. Adam. He is joined by Brad Clay, Ashlyn Stan, Diego Alonso, Tate Davis, Bailey Kimball, and Abigail Wall.
Anthem here is being sung, but low. Not sure if you that or not. We'll attempt to stay. Wildcats will receive. Celina one toss deferred to the second half. Sulphur will be moving from our left to our right as we start the game here tonight. Celina led by quarterback Bo Bentley, 6'3", 205 pounds. Tony, he is an Oklahoma commit.
Yes, he's obviously a great athlete, I should say, but to me he hasn't shown to the level of Southeast Conference OU quarterback, but he might decide to do that tonight.
And they have kids on defense that they are excited about. And one of those is Bia Genie, a linebacker, 5'11", 215 pounds with 4.6 speed. So we'll be him tonight. Place kicker, who will be putting his foot to the ball in just a moment or two, is Jax Holt.
Finally going to play football. Quite impressive here where they said that you think the home side might have a whole 5,000. There's not a whole lot of seats available right now, so they know the ball game and fixing to play ball.
Dobson Martin are deep for Sulphur Springs. The 10-yard at the to the ball, short, going to the fair for by Jackson Virgil at about the 30-yard line.
That'll work. I'll take that.
The Wildcats have the ball with the possession of the game, and Tony, they like that. If Sulphur would have taken,
I don't know. I like defense right now. I'm not scared. That's the deal. I haven't been as excited about the ball game in a long time as I am tonight. But right now, what we need to do is put 7 on the board.
Wildcats move left to right. Deuce Timmons, the junior quarterback, and whistles before snap.
5 back to start it, and we're going to be at the first 15.
Oh.
Again, got to get the first couple of hits. Nerves out. We've been 2 weeks about this ball, and sometimes it's just full.
Not many false start penalties against the Wildcats in the early part of the season, but
no.
Start to get there.
One of those ain't do it. They some in it because 15. I know they.
Cross up to about yard line. What a run!
Yeah, it should be about that.
15 yards.
Yep, so play. Let's be.
It'll be 7. Can't seem to have a player down.
A single. I think it's Sixers.
Train field right now. Let's take a. We're just score. This is KSST.
It's Deuce. It's he's coming. May just want to do one. Can do right off this. Any weight on it.
I hate to tell you, it was quarterback, and he is off the right or right leg. That does not.
We've got Cooper.
I deuced him on the play from script. Yard. And some hair, and he damage.
And what this is going to do is right now, Celina has no regard for me. He's feel that respect for him, but he is different than Deuce. So have to somebody else have to help step
From what Mason Cooper tradition pass.
Very kid.
3rd and 2. They snap it. Cooper run it, and it's going to be short of the first down. That's a surprise tackle there. Have earlier game a similar play, a lot of power.
Looks like right here. At least get up and try to make them jump and give us 1 yard.
He comes up short at the 44-yard line in Wildcat. So no personnel changes. It does look like Silver Spring's going to go down.
Jackson's the punter, but this is a statement play. We're going.
Snap to Mason Cooper. And Cooper, blocker, picks his way and does get that 1 yard.
Good job. That was a statement right there. I commend Coach Faircloth for that. I didn't care how many people in the stands and where we're at. He wanted a first down show. We're still in this thing. Let's go.
Mason Cooper, 46.
Houdenhart down.
Ball out over the football. 2 left. Swing out in the flat on the near side of the field to Dan Harris makes the catch and goes down time for another several steps into territory.
Gain 2nd and 4. Very well thrown ball by Cooper. Jackson back now. He's to the slot. May have empty backfield here. Going to have 3 top, 2 at the bottom.
3 men wide to the far side, as Tony said. 2 to the near side, which is the short side of the field. Now I hear whistles. 2nd down and 4 play.
Another start from somebody. I sure didn't see it. Number 0 right out. So he was right there beside the line.
That's Harris.
Yeah, we're going to have showing 2nd and 9. That's right. We were 2nd and 6. Yes, 4. That's
right.
I lost. That happens these days with me.
Moves the ball back to the Wildcats' 47-yard line. The gain is the Celina 40. Mason Cooper in the ball back. And throwing deep for Jackson. Smith the 20-yard.
That was 6. The Celina DB acted like he did something. All he did, Lucky Jack. That's no more than.
So 3rd and 9 for the Wildcats. 40 line. Deuce Tim out of the game. Ankle.
Yeah, it looked to me like his right. I don't see him anywhere.
I think he's on the table here on the track in front of us.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, there it is.
Here's the 3rd and 9 play. And his left. Moving. Now throwing. And it in front of the defender. Yeah. And I think that's equivalent of just throwing it.
Yep.
Throwing it into.
But he got past the line of scrimmage down. Now let's see if we can turn the field with that. Should be Jason Hare, but well, no, is it Rodriguez kicker?
Eric Rodriguez, number.
Yep, who it is.
And we've been seeing him punt more. And a nice punt away. Chases the man to the 6-yard line. He is only able to get out to the yard.
That's good because they out-kick coverage a little bit there. So, job of the turnover. Now the defense is up. See if we can get it right.
It's a yard by Eric Rodriguez.
That was a and he called, so he didn't get any help, bounce or anything.
Turned by first for the first time. Gutierrez running out over the left side to a first. The
They're going to go. They're going to try to.
Gutierrez between the tackles. Hold to the 4. There quickly. 14 out. As we saw, little running back, big. First and 10. Right, 2 wide left. Small. Bentley. The snap.
Stop. They cut down so get a first thing. So on our defense side, we just rush. They start running there, but we, in case they decide to keep people up, knock that run.
This is the number 6. Celina 6 for spring. Okay. First and 15. Behind the chain. For the middle. We have I'll tell you.
I thought the ball was. You never know, so that's going to be first down.
There, the Wildcats linebacker 36.
Okay. For a part in there. There's a
This game.
There we go. That's the thing. They put the ground. He extremely low. He didn't take it to some there. Great job, the defense in there. I don't right on it. Do.
Alec, he's the Wildcats team coming in.
First and
big
21
there. But take it all.
Dude.
So the huge opportunity. First down, line of 20-yard line, 4, 39 first quarter. Mason quarterback. And has a Sulphur. Paddle it. Jack. Orion.
I think that guy at the line like he lined up to get it. Sudden had to tip 10.
James Timmons.
I'm concerned on it.
Right. Timmons, the Wildcats at the end of a 13-yard. First down.
That's
so too. I think that is on the carry.
3 yards.
third.
Down by number 8. Tom.
That was Jackson
that
Harris.
may be, and Dobson's in there on first down. I'm going to have to start trying to see who is lined up. Just not. It's
Gain of 3. So third and for Sulphur. The Bobcats in field. Mason Cooper, Brooks and Virgil. The nice move. He lose the ball.
yeah, he held it. First
Down to yard.
was going to for the corner for Celina, and when he hit, he was not. So there was a huge gasp from the Celina side. That's all right. That was a well-designed play, wide open. First and 10 at the 11.
First Wildcats.
First.
Tony. 3 and by Alec of the Wildcats. Mason Cooper quarter so far. right. A whistle. The play gets under.
That's got to going back again. It's the only reason they're going to stop it. Celina is like that, but that's three penalties off the get that.
His microphone broke, and of course we are back looking at the officials. Did not see the legal shift.
No, it was be. There we go.
Jackson Hare touch Sulphur. Open for Jackson Hare.
That was the big offensive line part of the C's right there, and Jackson did take shooting hardware down.
Texas Bob says touchdown run and cut it back. It was
wide open, no doubt. Capitalizing on that turn.
Is on the web.
Oh, there we go. Football.
4 left quarter. It's a 21-yard touchdown drive and 4 for Sulphur. The 16-yard touchdown run by Jackson Hare. That is his 4th touchdown run of the season. And his 2nd touchdown over and set up on the fumble delivery by Alex. 20.
Now Celina coach kick to us. Let's see if that's what we're going to do. Rodriguez goes like he's going, so we're going to deep.
Crowd of fans, Wildcat Stadium, making a lot of noise, taking the stand right now.
I imagine there's a lot of folks that are not as with Sulphur Springs that are in that too. Out here for a good football game.
Deep kick, the 2-yard line, and the return on
13. So cover that Rodriguez and took the way back line, and he was backing up when he caught it. He had to get his momentum going and cover.
So we'll have it at their 14-yard line and 13-yard.
Okay.
Is owing to Eric Rodriguez.
Yes, sir.
The wild kickoff. So Celina to 11-0 Wildcats. That was the Chevrolet kickoff, and a handoff to Gutierrez. The Wildcats meet him at the line of scrimmage. And he's so good as Grayson Hardy.
Alex got 2. Great job right there. Again, I can't stop it. We're ready to go.
Bo Bentley in the shotgun. As an H-back or tight end lined up just by the left tackle. A back to the left of Bentley, senior quarterback. That'll be Gutierrez. Bentley in the field now. Run it out to the sideline on the far side.
Great job. Had some loot. Pinnell after him, and I think who is Blaine
Allen.
Those who were chasing him, and good coverage or great coverage from the secondary. And again, when you only got 3 guys on the line of scrimmage, if you're able to hold it, you can get. We got a also we're
a flag
holding, and I imagine we're going to decline down. Yeah, 3rd.
You know, a lot of coaches will take the yards and give them another down.
That was only half the distance from right there, so that wouldn't be full 10. I agree with this.
I agree.
Go 10 right here because they're not going to go, I don't think, 4th down unless they're real close.
0-0 the Wildcats lead. This is 3rd and 10. Bentley over the middle, and it is complete. About the 30-yard line.
Yep.
And that is Villarreal, I think. Wyatt Villarreal, his big tight end.
It's a great throw. Bentley showed me up there. He got good protection, set good and tall in the pocket, and delivered a strike for a first down.
Gets out to the 32-yard line. That is a 19-yard gain.
We had something. There was some flag, but it was declined. They took the play, so 1st and 10.
He likes to go to Wyatt Villarreal in the same way that Dallas got to go to Jake Ferguson. Now here's a running play up the middle with Gutierrez and Cats off stiff resistance there. Short gain of 2 yards to the 35-yard line.
Truth Holmes having to come out. He lost his helmet, so he has to come out for one play. Be right back in.
This is 2nd and 8.
They kind of fumbled that snap and got it, but the running back was able to make a positive yard out of it.
Ball on the far hash mark as they move from right to left. 2 wide outs to either side of the field. Bentley feeling the pressure, throwing incomplete at the 40-yard line, and the receiver making a diving attempt to come up with the ball, but ball was well short there.
Yeah, as good as he threw that first ball, either the receiver ran too deep or Bo Bentley didn't get a good throw on that one, so he's human. 3rd and 8.
Line to gain is the 43-yard line in Celina territory. Wildcats lead at 7 on a 13-yard run by Jackson Hare. Bo Bentley was that BOWE, the quarterback committed to Oklahoma in the shotgun. Takes the snap on the 3rd and 8. Back pedals, looking over the middle, passing. And was it caught? A pair of
27. Carson Pope.
So a couple of big 3rd down conversions.
Yep. It was a well ball, so he can do it.
Gets to the Wildcat 40. First down again, they go. Logan Gutierrez up the middle, and there for him against the Wildcat.
My buddy. He stopped him cold there, so even with that 3-man front, other than those first 2 plays of the opening drive for them, our defensive line and so forth is
still see Deuce Timmons. At least they have not called him off. That gives some optimism there. Bentley passing, complete, right side. Receiver gets away from a Wildcat. They're inside the 20-yard line. He goes.
That's the big tight end again.
Yeah, that is Wyatt Villarreal. And Tony, he is 6'5", 220.
And he caught that one and made a move. We're fortunate that the score.
CT gave away the tackle for the Wildcats. Strong safety. Down for and Logan Gutierrez off right down to the 15-yard line.
2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. We're still doing a good job on the rushing defense. Celina wants to pass and take now. It's obvious that Bentley can throw it, but I don't think they want to rely on it.
2nd and 8. Bentley. Again, they go up to Logan Gutierrez, who really carries the entire load for them in their rushing attack.
Like 35.
Yeah.
About the 11-yard line, maybe the 12. Defense is doing
the 12-yard. Celina's a couple of big 3rd down long runners on this drive. This drive started their 13-yard after the Cat kickoff. Sulphur Springs lead 7-0.
Bentley to the 10.
Bo Bentley, the quarterback, up the middle. And now down and make it 3, would you say?
Yeah, I was fixing to say, though, I expect to run because I expect them to go for it on 4th down right here, too. So that's a long 2, short 3 for 4th down. So, again, a huge play here.
Hard line of Cats, 4th and 2. Bentley, the quarterback, looking to the sideline. 6 on the play clock.
Yeah, I was looking for the play clock. I don't
even call timeout.
They didn't look like they wanted to do it. They did call timeout. See the play clock for that.
It's hard to see. It's obscured somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it down here, but I don't see it to the left.
You have some fans in front, but those things are supposed to be where you can't get blocked off.
Right.
That could be a play for the Knights out too if is indeed. It can't be after. They'd have to pick up this one down and hold it on the
Nothing. 54 left in the first quarter, and a big 4th down and 2 play coming up. The Wildcat 10-yard line. Celina took its first time out, so they have 2 remaining.
big play here.
Oh,
if
yeah.
we can
Oh, yeah.
Wildcat fans on their feet, shaking those bells, making some noise.
Big crowd here for the game between the number 1 ranked team in the state, Celina, and number 6, Sulphur Springs. Ball is on the far hash, so the open field is to the left side. Man in motion from right to left. Snap to Bentley. He's feeling the pressure. Going to run out of there, and Bentley will have the first down.
Yep, he got to about 5. We kind of blitzed from the edge, but didn't take a very good angle, and Bo was able to get around him. So good job by Bentley. First and goal at around the 5. See where they put it at the 4.
Justin Nottingham had him in his sights there, but he got away from Nottingham and the outside and takes it down to the 4-yard line. First and goal for Celina. The Wildcats leading 7-0.
That's the key. They're playing catch up. As long as we can be putting the points on the board and come get, I'll take the game long. Gutierrez,
he's fighting hard. He goes off right tackle. Gets down to a 1 or 2-yard line. 3 or 4 Wildcats there to bring it down.
They did. It's not going to be cheap right there, I promise you. There's some going on by both sides. This is classic high school football right here from a couple of quality teams.
T. Galloway, the strong safety, with the tackle for the Wildcat.
Maybe looks like it's just outside.
Says halfway. 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
2 blocks. Bentley under center. Hands off Gutierrez.
He's in.
Gutierrez fouls over the side for
2:40 left in the first quarter, and then that's going to tie it up if they make the extra point. Made that's a good drive for them. So that's a good drive. We made a
87-yard drive in 12 plays. No, 13 plays. Extra point here by Jax Holt. Good. 7-7 is the score. 2:40 left to go in the first quarter. This is Wildcats football on KSS. Okay.
I can't block it. It'll be in that gap right behind.
I think
it's got to be.
the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff. We went high and then on one a winding fall.
Bobcats.
No, but through we saw Collin County.
Horse country, closer you to Celina. There's plenty up here.
Anna, that was that we
Anna, okay. Yep, I went through it on
Jax Holt, the kickoff. Kicks it deep. And Jackson here. Go.
Number 9. Gun.
Yep.
Right, and held him up. We're going to the yard line. Oh, that's what it is. They answered something else.
The Wildcats quarterback Deuce Timmons with right. He's been so I don't know what
first. He's done.
Senior quarterback head off cell and does not quite get the scrimmage. So that's a loss of and for the Wildcats. 7-7, 13 in the first quarter.
He's done a week more, and I get pass more than running. He doesn't compare to maybe just as a pass, but on him, Timmons is.
Timeout. Wild game 3. Cats football.
Mr. Busy. Mr. Busy. Please.
Aaron sent it case doing
In the country.
On K. Alliance Bank, Superior Food, Francis Hospital, Northeast Texas Co-op, Farm Product, BT Bank, J Hub, and the University game presented Super.
We got sister side over
11 4 from the and field.
looks like that one was wide. It just one yards.
The 20-yard line.
First down. So came back again.
12 yards. That's to the senior who had a touchdown run. Early pass and again go on
that was same play they had.
Out of bounds 33.
He had a lot of he could, and that led out of got it. Execution. Cooper he got that work in the you're not
in 3. Cooper has a side up the middle. And Hare again. 1 yard line. That's another.
Hardware.
It's been all Jackson.
1 minute.
7.
I think we got Jackson. Segment.
Faking. Now they pass the H way across the 5-yard line and so
perfect. Tyler cut up. Save. If it the downfield Wildcats are state
first down. The near
another and what's going
he's
went
inside.
Out of
He went out
12 seconds. So for the day.
15 to the 5-yard line. Shot from Jeff Stevens. Hops up. They hand off. Gain. Here.
I got that now. Quarter. What a game we got.
Line of quarter. This is Wildcats football. KSST.
Black.
Yeah. Especially sitting over. I like that too.
Both defenses are putting a little, so that's good. But they're supposed to performing.
Wildcat, Celina Wildcat 7 start the second quarter. Sulphur Spring a 30-yard line, 7 and 6. Here. That 50 out. Yep.
We need to take it on in. Let Celina be looking up at us on the scoreboard. We're doing a great lead.
Right. It is off the field of the Wildcat receiver and intercept. And the return still underway here, all the way to the Springs 40-yard line or thereabouts. Reception by Jay Taylor and a long return, a flag down at the end of the play.
They missed two in the back. Now we've got 2 flags, and I hope this doesn't end up hurting us too. I don't think it will, but they missed 2. Well, that throw was just a hair high, and it was the.
Not sure if that was Jackson Virgil or Jamorian Jeffrey.
Yeah, I think it was Jeffrey. Let's hear. They moved the ball.
5-yard line.
40s were taking it back to the 50-yard line.
Okay.
Number 6. So they got 1 out of 3. There was one back here that wanted us a little bit more yards. Okay.
So blocking the back move back to the 50-yard line.
Straight up 50. Now they're not looking up. We got to buckle down and get after it.
It's about a third turn there.
He looked.
He is a
Post is deep.
and Bentley. Flag and going to be called against Sulphur. Maybe not.
No, that's on him. That's a call. So 15-yard line. Number Callaway. I'm sorry. That's bad. Come up with. I could tell, and that broke, and it was that number 2 receiver.
Taylor down 35-yard line. They give it to Tierras going over the right side, maybe a yards.
Yep.
off the
Maybe this will really get our roaster going a little bit.
TJ Bolden. No, what'd you say?
Maybe they'll get a little start right now and really put an effort in.
Gain of 3 Bolden for that tackle for Spring. Second down and 8. Bentley in the shotgun, moves right, passing, and inside the yard line. And that is the big end. Wyatt Villarreal again likes to go to.
Gio Ibarra and James, they pinned him to be the short 3, long 2.
Previous play, stop by Johnson.
It's a 6-yard gain there. Made for Springs.
Get something else here about
They'll run it, goes left, then cut, bounces at tackle, and is close to the first down inside the 25 to the
Truth home out, helmet rolling. Let's find out on to be without you.
Celina at 3-yard line. Tierras, but it's tackled from behind. I believe that got him. The defense is
2 in there. Second running.
8 behind the right. Cats threatening a Bentley looking the play. That's the near side. Bentley back throw. Seeing to the left side. Caught. And the receiver gets the tackle is down close to the yard line.
That's the tackle. We can afford to miss tackles with him. He is not hurry.
Gutierrez, the
Logan Gutierrez,
coming out of the
no matter who it is, we can't afford to miss tackle. I know it's and still first, and it's at the 12-yard line.
I have not seen them throw to him. First and goal. That'll be Gutierrez, or did keep it?
Got 10, so gain of 2. Trey Pennell in on the tackle.
But Celina threatening at the 10 line on 2nd and 8. Left to right. Back moving from right to left. Snap to Bailey in the shotgun. Rolling out to his right. Throwing. And looks like it's complete.
Incomplete.
5. Incomplete. Okay.
Couldn't come up. That's 3rd and 8.
Reception there.
No. So if we can hold them to 3. Draw on schedule both at their That's a advantage.
Well, stand far side, I'll tell you. 3rd and 8, big play from the 10-yard line. Bentley throwing to the goal line.
Incomplete.
And incomplete, a diving attempt made at the
So 4th and 8, and they'll again try a field goal. That's a job by the defense. Started at the 50 with a short field, and 40-yard from 4 and hold. This is going to be a 28-yard field goal from the left hash.
Place kicker is Jack Holt. There's that ball is down. Kick is on the way, and the kick is.
That's all right. That's a good job defense.
27 field goal. Holt, and so takes a 10-7 lead over the Wildcats with 8 left to in the first half. This is Wildcats football on KSST. I don't know if you can see. 50 to the 40-yard drive. Oh, thank you. Great. Thank you, man. $40-yard drive for Celina in 10 plays. The goal set up by the interception by L.J. Taylor on tip ball. As 27 field goal by Jack Holt. And as Tony pointed out, a really tough stand there by the Wildcat defense.
People might not think they gave up. So you just held the number one team in the state to a goal right there off a turnover.
Each team over. Wildcat had a fumble recovery early by Alex King. Put up the 11-yard touchdown run by Jackson Hare.
Kick into the end zone will start at the 25.
Beg your pardon, that was a 16-yard run by Hare on the touchdown. So touchback, and the Wildcats will start out at the 25-yard line.
Looking down at Deuce, and he's on a crutch right now, so I've got a feeling we've seen the last of him. This is Mason Cooper's, that's my unofficial opinion, but I think this is Mason Cooper's ball game, and we're well prepared for this.
Deuce Timmons, the junior Wildcat quarterback, was injured on the first play from scrimmage at the end of a 13-yard run up the middle. And it's been Mason Cooper, the senior at quarterback, ever since, and he has looked good. He has done a very creditable job.
Yep.
Two wideouts to either side, stacked.
Dobson Martin
this is
there.
Dobson Martin, I think his first carry. And he goes between left guard and left tackle.
Picked up 5, 2nd and 5. Good hard-nosed running we've come to realize from Dobson.
Dobson Martin with 191 yards rushing, 6.8 yards per carry, and 2 touchdowns coming into the game. 10-7 Celina.
Got Jackson in the backfield this time. Quinn's at the top, 1 below. Quinn Harris in the slider as a tight end.
And off Jackson Hare, pops through a hole. Hare running tough across the 35 up to about the 38-yard line goes Jackson Hare.
And that's Hardware first down. Good tough run.
He's stronger than he looks sometimes.
He is, and the thing is, they're doing a good job of catching him. He's had 2 or 3 runs already that they're not worried about. They don't realize how close he is to taking it to the house because he's that strong.
So first down Wildcats at the 42. Mason Cooper, the quarterback in the shotgun.
Hare's back. I don't know, maybe Dobson.
That's Dobson Martin to his left. Fakes to Martin. Cooper.
Well, ball got loose, I hope. Second down. We got it.
It said he was down.
Yep, I don't know if I think Dobson got it.
He set the 29-yard line. That's a big loss.
Got 2nd, 17, 18.
Way behind the chains here.
So that's, we don't need to get going deep. Throw something screen-wise or in. See if you can get 8 out of it. See if you can get it. If not, go ahead and the ball.
You lose with Deuce not in the game is that escape.
But on that particular play, they came from both sides, so that's kind of doomed. The only way to beat that was get it out.
2nd and 18, Mason Cooper in the pocket, and this time they'll scramble from the pressure and throwing.
Looks like it might be caught, but it's just going to be for a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 17.
Jackson Hare caught it and got to the 31-yard line.
They're pinning their ears back when they think pass for Mason. They realize he doesn't have the fleet foot that Tim did, so we're going to have to call timing play or catch the ball 2 steps, throw. Slants, posts, something like that, or in the wheel.
Yeah. 3rd and 16 coming up here. Line to gain is 47-yard line from the 31. Snap to Cooper, and there's a little sprint draw, and that's Dobson Martin, I think, who pops out of there moment, but then they closed the hole.
Back to the line of scrimmage. He fumbled right as he hit the ground. I think he was down already, but going to have to punt. So now let's see if Rodriguez can get a good punt. They're putting twin safeties back, which is a good idea. I'd just see if I could punt it toward our sideline and see if I can get it out of their hands. LJ Taylor's back there. Sure wouldn't be kidding.
Yard gain on that. And here's the punt by Eric Rodriguez. It the ground and on a couple of bounces to LJ Taylor. He is loose to the sideline on the side and it's a Bobcat touchdown.
You can't do right there. You got to contain. So tough luck on the catch there. 68 yards is what the PA announcer announced it.
LJ Taylor had a short time that led to their 27-yard goal.
Yep.
Time 68.
They kicked, trying to get a roll on it, but hop just right to the Celina sideline.
And Dax Holt good and Celina wild.
So gets hard. We need to hold them and get
Cats football SST. That's football on KSST. Just moments ago, a 60-yard punt return for a touch by LJ for Celina. As Tony pointed out to you, kind of a low kick there by Eric Rodriguez, and took it on a couple of hops. And back to the side, and he free Tony at about 4 line.
It had from there. They only had a man, and Celina had 2 leading blocks.
Kick by Holtz. This is the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff, and he kicks it about a yard deep into the Wildcat end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 25 line.
So let's see if we can recoup here. Plenty of time, 4:46. Both teams have 2 timeouts left, so the clock is not a factor. Let's see if we put together a long drive and get something on the board, get a little closer at halftime.
$75 yards to go for the Wildcats to hit pay dirt.
That looks like Keyshawn John in the backfield right there to me.
Believe that is Jackson Hare.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Handoff from Mason Cooper to Hare.
7 Jackson Hare, ball carrier.
Yeah, looks at 5.
Hare 30. I noticed that is wearing one of those protective covers on his helmet.
Like the balloon. I'm not against that. I think everybody about should.
Of course, he had a concussion. I think in the game against Greenville.
Yes,
several weeks ago. So this will now be 2nd and 5. And Hare has had a pretty good first half.
He has.
Running football, obviously, at the 16-yard touchdown run. Cooper, the snap. Hands off. And Jackson Hare kind of probing the line there.
Long one there, maybe at the most.
Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. But there's a loss of one, as Tony said.
Come on, box man, get back up here where you going. It's not. He's at 3rd and 9. It's 3rd and 6.
Loss of 1.
Yeah, there we go.
The 29-yard line.
He went roaming on me.
Big play here for Sulphur Springs, trailing 17-7. Wildcats need to keep the football. 3:30 left to go in the half. Don't want to give it back to Celina. Snap to Cooper. Cooper retreating. and trying to set up a screen pass to the far side there to Jackson Hare, and could not connect. Falls incomplete, and it'll be 4th down punting situation, obvious punting situation for Sulphur. Here comes the punt.
Yep, that wasn't gonna work because Taylor had him done. I just saw Taylor. He gave him a little bit of a pop illegal, and then he went all the way 20 yards, pat him on the rear end, and make sure he had no hard feelings. I like that.
Eric Rodriguez back to punt the Wildcat. That last punt returned a Bobcat touchdown.
I don't care what.
Snap over the head of Eric Rodriguez, and he tries to get it away. He does get it away, and it's not going to be much of a punt, but it's better than what it might have been.
Yep.
Mercy.
That's one of those where you almost wish it had gone to the end zone and just give up safety, because it went basically back to the line of scrimmage for a 0 punt. So that's going to give them a 28-yard field with 3:13 left and 2 timeouts. So things unraveling a little bit for the Wildcats. They've got to get back together. Let's see if defense hold up.
Snap over the head of Rodriguez. He chased it down to the goal line, and he was covered up with Bobcats and forced it to get a kick away, but only Tony as it turned out.
Yep.
So 1st down, Celina at the Sulphur Springs 28 line. Celina leading 17-7. Bo Bentley play and pass. Sets up to throw deep, has his man at the goal.
That Taylor.
Spectacular here in the second quarter. Dive catch at the goal by LJ.
See, that's the point of this zone, and he got him in. So halftime now. He just
had the 6-yard punt not long ago, interception that led to a Celina field goal in the period. Holt, place kicker on once again. 20-7 Celina. Here's the extra point, and the point is good. 24-7, and this is Wildcats football on KSSD.
We've got to get into the half with nothing else now at the very least.
.28-yard pass from Bo Bentley to L.J. Taylor. Post pattern. Taylor diving catch at the goal line. Set up after the high snap over the head of Eric Rodriguez, and then he was to get any kind of punt away, and only traveled about to the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 more yard.
40-yard line, Jackson Holt for the Bobcats, for the Wildcats.
Celina taking advantage of Sulphur Springs' mistakes. The interception off a tipped ball, setting up the field goal. Then the 68-yard punt return by Taylor. The high snap over the head of Rodriguez, and the very short punt setting up the 28-yard touchdown pass. Here's the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff. Jax Holt gets the ball and lands
out of bounds.
About the 10 and out of bounds.
So that'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. I'm assuming it will take.
Ball at the 35-yard line.
Well, here's a 30.
I tell you, that is the most rule.
Yeah.
To me, it seems to change every time it happens, that the ball goes out of bounds.
30-yard line, that's what it was. It's 30 yards in advance of the kick is one of your options. I didn't think it was 35.
There are several options there. I think that's the confusing aspect. There's several different ways that the receiving team can choose to do it.
More things happen on the kicking game for officials than anything in the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So let's see if Wildcats can use their 2 timeouts, 3:05 see if we can get kind of points on the board. We don't need to go into a shell and have to punt again and give them the ball.
24-7, man in motion for Sulphur Springs. Off. They had run play, the tackle, short gain.
I think that's going to.
Is to the 22 yard.
Timeout on the field, charge.
Yeah.
Yard line, I should say.
Line a timeout right now. They think they can get the ball back.
About 2:54 left to go. And Celina leading 24-7. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
Here you go.
What is this?
That's in red is my quarterback at Carrollton Creek.
Oh, yeah.
97-yard touchdown pass.
Oh, man. That's great. This is number 1 versus number 6, 4A Division I football in Texas. Celina number 1, Sulphur Springs number 6. Not too much out, Tony, but the Wildcats have got Deuce Timmons, with the exception of the first play from scrimmage, their junior quarterback, who is so talented. And I think Mason Cooper's done a creditable job here in his, but the Wildcats definitely need Deuce Timmons.
You don't replace Deuce Timmons.
Cooper throwing strong out the sideline over on the first side.
Going to make.
That's Jamori Jeffrey who made the catch at the
3rd and 1.
39. Yeah, so that's for 7 yards, and now 3rd and 1 at the 39-yard line in Wildcat territory. 2:30 left to go in the half.
There's a 25-second clock up on the scoreboard video.
Running play up the middle.
Good run by Jackson Hare there.
Out to about 44-yard line for Jackson Hare.
Hooten Hardware first down.
Actually, they say the 45-yard line, so that's a gain of 6 yards. First down at the 45.
We need to make Celina take their timeouts in case they get the ball back, but in a perfect world, we're not going to let them have the ball back.
Sulphur Springs moving right to left. Ball's on the far hash mark. H-back Quinn Harris behind the left tackle. Handoff, running play. Jackson Hare trying to go off right tackle. Short gain of about 2 yards.
Celina's going to take their last quarter. Oh, it's 2 minutes. I forgot. I keep forgetting about that.
Me too. I can't get used to it. So 2-minute warning in high school football now. It started in pro football and then migrated to college football, now finally to high school football. 24-7. Celina over the Sulphur Springs Wildcats late in the second quarter. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
So you see what I was saying about the 24-second? It's on the video screen. Top left.
Okay.
I knew I couldn't see anything in there. And it has to be where people can't get in front of it.
Wildcats at home next week against old rival the Paris Wildcats at Gerald Prim Stadium. 7:30 kickoff. Obviously, we will have the game for you. Celina has their open week next week, and then they play Paris.
Sulphur Springs football, 2nd down and 9. Ball resting on their own.
Celina 6-0, Sulphur Springs 5-0 coming into this game here tonight. But especially here in the second quarter, it's been all Celina.
Yep.
Here's 2nd down and 8 from the 47 Sulphur Springs territory. Man goes in motion from right to left, and they swing it out to him. That is Jackson Hare.
Backward pass complete to number 7, Jackson.
And Hare, short gain as he came all the way to the near side.
And they said, and I was looking, it was a backwards pass. He caught it, but that's a dangerous play right there because that's a live ball if it's incomplete.
Gain of only a yard.
Yep.
Bobcats did a nice job of played there.
We're going to have to take something real quick up the middle on a slant. That's what we intercepted. That's why we're kind of timid about it, but it's going to take something like that.
Minute 23, Mason Cooper
Right
in the shot, going over the middle for Orion Jeffrey, and does not connect with him at the 35-yard line. That's Quinn Harris.
Quinn Harris, and I think he heard footsteps on that one. Now there's 4th down. The clock stopped with a minute 13, and they've got one timeout, so that's not good. We've got to get to the house with no more score.
Formation for the Wildcats, deep for the Bobcats, Taylor and Jacob Brown.
This is Eric Rodriguez in to punt again for the Wildcats. Last time the snap was over his head and a disaster resulted. There's another somewhat high snap. And he gets this very flat kick away, taken at the 23-yard line. Here's the return. This is Taylor again, is it not? Taylor going to his left, cutting back at midfield. There he goes. 40, 30, one man to beat. That's Rodriguez. 10, cuts it back again, and the Wildcats finally do catch up with him inside the 10-yard line at the 7-yard line.
No flags. I was just, when they started play, I was just fixing to say, you're at the 50, kick the ball out of bounds. And we got number 4, C.T. Galloway, is hurt a little bit at the goal line, and he just passed out, or I didn't pass out, but he laid down. So we've got a timeout for an injury.
Let's see, I have this, Tony, as a 58-yard punt return.
Yes, I believe.
To go with his 68-yard punt return just a short time ago. They will have a first down and goal at the Wildcats 7-yard line, leading 24-7. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
That didn't look good. He was on his knees and got up and then just laid straight back and fell the whole way.
Yes. No. Just moments ago, a 58-yard punt return by L.J. Taylor, who has been sensational here in the second quarter for Celina. An interception, 2 long punt returns, and a terrific touchdown catch, all in this second period. And the Wildcats have a player down in the end zone. This play, and he's still being attended to.
Looks like he's moving and fixing to get him up now. That's a good sign. C.T. Galloway.
And a round of applause, especially over here on the Sulphur Springs side, but I'm sure also on the Celina side. We are in the visitor stands broadcasting tonight.
And the Celina training staff went out there to help as well. So good teamwork by everybody involved. Now they're setting him back down.
Well, we'll take another break here with Celina leading Sulphur Springs. And just 55 seconds to go until halftime. It's 24-7, the Bobcats, and Wildcats football continues after this on KSST.
They're bringing the card out for him.
Yep. Couple of spots here, James.
Yeah, they're just 55 seconds, but they're only got about 7 yards to go, or four or five.
Yep. Boy, you talk about a costly first half.
Yep.
They're still Deuce still sitting down there. Which tells me it is not a broken leg.
Yeah,
maybe
I would
sprain.
say it's a sprain, but sometimes, of course, after this, we don't have anything till Panther Creek.
Let's give him a nice hand. The injured Wildcat player, we did not get a number on him, but
well, the injured Wildcat being carted off the field. Tony, if we're not certain, I'm hesitant to say.
I'm pretty sure it's C.T.
Taking him off in a golf cart, and he's under a canopy. It's harder to see him now because the lights are not shining under that canopy.
I'm pretty sure that's who it is. And they're taking him now because it's almost halftime. Well, they're stopping at the bench, so they may not be taking him on into the locker room at this point.
And it is C.T. Galloway who was injured. So we are back to play now from the 8-yard line. Bo Bentley handing off to Logan Gutierrez, and Gutierrez romping through the Wildcat defense, puts his shoulder down at the goal line, and he scores standing up.
8-yard run by Gutierrez.
This is if it can go wrong, it has gone wrong quarter. We've got to get to the house right now, but everything that started out with such hope, we've got the 2 injuries and so forth, and just nothing's gone right for us right now.
Second touchdown of the half by Logan Gutierrez for Celina. Here's the extra point by Jax Holt. Kick up and good.
Jax Holt is good. The Bobcats
And so with 52 seconds left to go in the half,
in the second quarter.
Wildcats trailing 31-7 to the defending state champion Celina Bobcats. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Just about to have the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff. The 58-yard punt return by L.J. Taylor setting up the touchdown. An 8-yard run by senior running back Logan Gutierrez for the Bobcats.
Number 9, Dobson Martin.
So quarterback Bo Bentley gets all of the press, and L.J. Taylor is working it.
It's been his
his game.
His quarter for sure.
For the touchback.
Here's the kick into the end zone for a touchback. I think the Wildcats might be well advised here just to run a couple of plays into the line and regroup.
Yep. Celina can stop it once, and they may very well do it just to make us snap the ball, but we need to run the clock out, get in at halftime, and see what we can do.
Tony, this was a 7 game going to the second quarter.
Yes, absolutely.
Very competitive first quarter.
The first quarter was what we were expecting, what I was expecting for sure. And then with the injury and the turnover, it just kind of snowballed.
And Mason Cooper handing off on first down, Dobson Martin.
They're not going to call timeout, so that we got to snap it one more time.
Martin hit, brought down at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
No gain on the play.
So 35 seconds showing on the clock.
Second down, 10.
They may have to run one more.
Yeah, they're going to have to run one.
Play clock at 22. 2 wideouts to either side. Hand off to Dobson Martin. Trying to go off right tackle, and
Wildcats calling Dobson Martin.
again, Bobcats do a great job of containing the play there and do not let him get quite back to the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of a couple of yards back to the 23.
I think that's going to be the end of the half. They're letting the clock run.
That'll be the final play of the first half. The score at halftime.
So disastrous second quarter for Sulphur Springs.
Sure to stick around for tonight's homecoming festivities here.
And we have come to halftime, and the Wildcats trailing the Celina Bobcats 31-7. We will have the halftime performance by the Sulphur Springs High School Blue Blazes and the Wildcat Band. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back with those performances here shortly. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
I don't think they're doing that. I think they said that the Wildcat teams. I thought the Wildcats band played before the game.
Well, I think that was Celina's band.
Yeah, we're fixing to do ours, and then they're going to have homecoming. We've got our 14 minutes.
Yeah. Say again?
Our squad walking instead of jogging into that says it all.
Yeah.
You can't blame them after that second quarter.
Yeah. Yeah. Wildcats football on KSST brought to you by the Alliance Bank, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, Saputo Dairy Foods, Christus Mother Francis Hospital, Farm Country, Copy Products, Hooten Hardware, BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley Health Assisted Living, J. Hodge Chevrolet, and thank you, J. Hodge, for the dark red Chevy Tahoe in which we made the trip today. University Elastic League Wildcat sponsor, presented by Half Insurance, Hall Oil, and Sandy. We have Blazes back to the high school and let's performance.
This historical line are Lieutenant Jaylee Johnson and Abby Nugera. Lieutenant Irma Moreno, Fagan, Leader Blazes, Blaze Captain, Blaze want to recognize this week, Julia High State Farm Blazes of the Week, CEO, and their Spirit of the Week host. And this week's Spotlight teacher, Mrs. Caitlin Meadows. The Blue Blazes can't thank their sponsors enough for their ongoing support. Sponsors include Nations Lending, Porter Grubb House, RGW Hauling, J&D Dozer Mulching, Notre Dame Dodge, and Vinny, the Fuller Family, the Black Heel Station, Louis 19 Construction, Shop, House of Savings, Bob, and Wyatt's Towing, Credit Card Union, Texas, HTO, Capital, Preservation, and Rural. They want to send their gentlemen of Bryant, Manning, Aaron Brown, Brian Wall, Riley Poole, and Lindsay Hayes. The Blue Blazes are under the direction of alumni member Mrs. Meredith Dial and assistant alumni member Mark. We want to onto the field. The Blazes is the celebrate great state of Texas with an exciting drop routine too. And the
they come. Man, oh man, that Wildcat. Being led on by Wildcat band. Band members meet our loading crew captain, Candace Lester, Peter Starzik, Jesse Reed, and Kobe Mason. The Wildcat bands continuing the 2020 season, presenting their UIL staying beautiful windows. Thank you to all the band who's in this area. Sulphur Springs Wildcat band.
Commerce is playing. No, they're playing. Matt. halftime with the Celina over Sulphur Springs. Performance continues. We are at halftime in Celina with the Celina Bobcats having exploded in the second quarter and taking a 31-7 halftime lead. This game was tied at 7-7 going to the second quarter, but L.J. Taylor led the way for Celina in the second quarter with two long punt returns, one for a touchdown, a great touchdown reception, and an interception. Celina jumping out to a halftime lead, 31-7 over the Wildcats at homecoming here. For the Bobcats, we'll take a break and we'll come out more in the first half. Other things going on around football. Wildcats continues this on KFC. All right, great.
Ladies and gentlemen, all of Bobcat, please welcome to the field the 26 Celina High team.
Wildcats football on KSST from Celina tonight. And Tony Flippin, this game just started out in a bad way for Sulphur Springs, although you could say it started out in a good way because Deuce Timmons, quarterback, had a great 13-yard run on the first play from scrimmage. The Wildcats had been penalized 5 yards, so it was 1st and 15. He very nearly picked up the first down, but on that play, he suffered some sort of ankle injury, and we have not seen him again.
Yeah, I'm quite certain he's done for today, and hopefully it's just a sprain or something, and that we've got time to get him healed up and so forth. It was just the absolute worst way we could start this ball game. Everything was going and all the hype, and now you didn't get to see both teams at full strength.
This week they're performing a hoop routine to all shook up.
Wildcats, it's hard to remember, Tony, the Wildcats actually jumped out to the lead in this game.
Yes, I mean, Mason Cooper came in and got the drive going, and we marched down the field and scored and did just what you're supposed to, and then had them not on their heels, but they had to come back tight, and that's what was very exciting, strongly contested first quarter, and then it was an early Halloween. Whatever, and we had a half like this last year. I can't remember, but it was right around Halloween, and it was one of those. If it could go wrong, it did. I think it actually might have been Celina again at home.
I think you might be thinking about the Panther Creek game.
It could have been the Panther Creek, one or the other. If it could go wrong, it did. Yeah, it would have, because that was the last game right after Halloween.
Alex King recovered a fumble and returned it to the 21-yard line of Celina on the Bobcats' first possession, and Jackson Hare then went in with a 16-yard touchdown run for Sulphur Springs to put the Wildcats up 7-0 with 7:04 left to go in the first quarter, and things were looking good. Celina came right back as they went, 87 yards in 13 plays. Logan Gutierrez, a 2-yard run to tie the game 7-7 with 2:40 left to go in the first quarter. And then I think the play that turned this game around, Tony, was the interception by L.J. Taylor on a ball off the fingertips of one of the Wildcat receivers.
I think that was Jeffrey, Jamorian Jeffrey. It was over the middle, and it was just a fraction high, and he tipped it and got it over on our sideline and to the weak side against the grain and took the whole route. So that was the start of the horror movie.
And that set up actually a 27-yard field goal by Jax Holt that gave Celina a 10-7 lead. But then it was a short time after that L.J. Taylor had his 60-yard punt return for a touchdown. That made it 7-7. But the interception really got Celina going there in the second quarter. And then we had a situation where the Wildcats were forced into a 3 and out, and the snap over the head of the punter Eric Rodriguez. He picked it about a yard deep in the end zone, and 3 or 4 Bobcats swarming around him. He got a punt away, but only got it back to about the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard more and Celina took on Sulphur Springs 28-yard line. And Bo Bentley, the Bobcat quarterback, connected J 28-yard touchdown pass. It was a diving catch by Taylor at the goal line. So at that point, 24-0. And then another punt return by Taylor, 58 yards to the Wildcat 8-yard line, and Logan Gutierrez scored 8 yards with 52 seconds left. Second quarter, 31-7. The score at halftime.
Just a break for the Wildcat second quarter. Everything going good at first quarter and so forth.
And defense also, I think, stood up to Celina pretty strongly there.
It did. It was very defense quarter that even.
You got some score for us?
Back up. Colts have got a 14 third. Columbia is over Detroit 30-8 around halftime. Pittsburgh 14-7 third. Carolina 28-0. That's my grandson. He threw a 97-yard touchdown pass.
Wow.
So that's my personal story. Frisco is up on Community. Our next, well, not our next opponent, but coming up 42-7, and it's not quite halftime. Winsboro up on Eustis 35-0. Mount Vernon is leading Emory 29-12. Paris is up on Auburn at halftime 28-14. I couldn't find the Commerce score you'd asked about, so hopefully you either might have or I'll look.
I have not been successful yet, but Commerce is playing at Mineola tonight. You have the company Detroit score?
Yes. Let me see if I can scroll back to it. 30-6, not quite halftime.
Okay, good. Alba open tonight. Campbell tonight in the district. He already gave you the Aubrey Parish score, and you also had Panther Creek Community, right? So that covers the district.
Yeah,
we know
the district's covered.
Sulphur Springs 1-7 here.
Yeah.
District going into tonight, and Sulphur Springs 6-0. Celina 5-0. Sulphur Springs. Celina had played one more district game and one more regular season game. So Celina 2-0. Sulphur Springs 1-0. Panther Creek 5-1 for the 1-1 in the district. Paris 4-2, 1-1 in the district. Lake Dallas 4-2, 1-1 in the district. So Panther Creek Parish and Lake Dallas tied at 1-1 in community, 1 with a 1-4 record for the season. College games tomorrow, or actually we've had a couple already played. Liberty over UT El Paso on Wednesday night of all things, 19-8. Jacksonville State played at Sam Houston last night. I never did see that final score. Tony, Sam Houston was not see the final. Now another score to look up is South game. They are playing tonight in Denver.
Now I'll see if I can find that one. I'm looking for it tomorrow.
Okay, so tomorrow Stanford and Houston at Oklahoma State at 11. At 2:30, of course, Oklahoma, Texas, Oklahoma, and the Cotton Bowl and the State Fair on ABC. TCU at Kansas State, it is, on Fox at 2:30. At 6, Florida at Texas A&M will be on ESPN. Lamar,
what time is that?
That's 6.
Good.
Lamar A&M tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. Another home game for the Lions. 6:30 Kansas at Texas Tech. I know you follow the Red Raiders, Tony.
Yep.
That'll be on Fox. Rice at UT San Antonio tomorrow at 6. Volleyball. Lady Cats under head coach Dorner. Great season. They are 26-8, have won 7 in a row. They are 5-0 in district play. We're playing at North Lamar this evening at 4:30. I'm sure the game obviously is over by now. We do not have the score yet for you. Should have it tomorrow morning. And Tuesday, the Lady Cats at home versus Texarkana Pleasant Grove, and that is a very big game. That's against the second place team in the district at 6 p.m. Tuesday night, so they like to have a crowd as let's take on Texarkana Pleasant Grove. I said in the pregame we talk a little about the town of Celina, or the city of Celina, and this is just astonishing. Tony, in 2020, 5 years ago, the population of Celina, according to the census, was 7,808. 5 years later, it is 60,303.
I didn't think you were going that far.
A rate of growth in 5 years of 238%.
Well, this area is being called the most aggressive area in the United States for growth, not just Texas, in the United States.
Well, example is not far from here, just the side of McKinney, which has grown almost as much, if not as.
They were 2A when I started refereeing, and they're 6A now. They're playing Allen tonight.
Right, and so it was in the same classification.
Yeah,
well,
they stayed in 2A.
2A.
They were winning probably 5 or 6 or 7 of those state championships.
The good news probably is that I don't think we'll see Celina again next year.
Well,
the redrawing of the districts.
I'm with you, but I'm not so sure that we don't have more right now. Have the growth like Celina does, so they'll definitely pass this time.
Yeah, I think that they will move up to 5A, Division 2 at least, if not 5A Division 1. Even conceivably 6A. I can imagine they might go to 6A. Do not think they'll be in the same district with Sulphur Springs next year at all. So we are at halftime, and it is homecoming here at Celina, and they're doing the presentation of the homecoming court here.
I never did find Commerce. You said you thought they were playing Mineola.
They are
Mineola's playing somebody else, so they have a bye this week and play Mineola for the next game.
Well, I have been known to make that mistake, so I will double check on
and
that.
I'll see if I can find UNT.
UNT playing South Florida at Denton tonight. UNT is undefeated. I understand that's the first time that UNT has been 5-0 since 1959, and their new stadium was going to be sold out.
It was sold out.
30,000.
They canceled out afternoon classes so they could get out there.
Well, nobody goes to the afternoon classes anyway. I can promise you that.
Like 49-28 South Florida with 7 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah.
So down at the but the scoreboard has plenty of lights on it.
Yeah. Long way to go there.
Yeah.
It is 31-7 Celina over Sulphur Springs. And we'll come back and get ready for the second half when Wild ball continues after this on SST.
Escorted tonight by her father. She is the CHS Student Council President and the choir co-president. She is also a member of National Honor Society Alpha Theta, the co-president of the Hive. Rachel also powerlifts, plays rugby, helps her dad Mark on the Bobcat radio broadcast.
I can't hear myself. Am I coming through okay?
In the future,
Yeah.
Rachel plans to attend
Well,
college.
I've got him all the way up.
while
Okay.
pursuing a degree
Usually
in theology.
it's there. Usually I hear myself. But
Rachel said,
Can you tell that,
I
Matt?
want to thank my family, teachers, classmates.
You think
and
our
shaping
cell
me
phone
into the
activity
person
might be having anything to do with that, Matt?
Thank you all for always providing me with encouragement and support. Senior Homecoming Queen nominee, Rachel Kissinger. And now, please join me in welcoming the 2024 Homecoming Queen back to Celina High School tonight, Savannah Beckelman. Savannah is accompanied by CHS Senior and Student Council Event Committee Chair, Kaylee Fancher. Savannah is currently attending Oklahoma University, where she is majoring in accounting. She plans to pursue a career as a CPA when she finishes.
Wildcats will be at home against their old rivals, the Paris Wildcats, next Friday night at 7:30.
Congratulations.
And, of course, now in high school football, Tony, the way things are done with 4 teams going to the playoffs, even if the Wildcats go on to lose this game tonight, they still are in great shape.
Oh, yeah.
For a playoff run.
Sure.
For the crowning of our
And last year we had 3 out of the 4 teams that were in Region 2 semifinals, and I would imagine that if you talk to every coach, they fully expect that to be the case this year too.
So next week's game, regardless of the outcome of the game here in Celina tonight, will be important for the Wildcats and the Paris Wildcats next week. You said Paris was up on Aubrey. I think
Paris should be considered the favorite for 4th place, and you know we can't take anybody for granted. Paris for sure, because they always play us tough. And, of course, with Timmons' injury right now and the uncertainty on that time, then that evens things up a little bit more too. So we got to get ready.
You are correct that Commerce is open tonight. I made a mistake there, and I had them playing Mineola, but that will be next
week.
Friday night that they'll be playing Mineola. So there is no score for Commerce because there is no game for Commerce. But what a story the Commerce Tigers are, having beaten Winsboro when Winsboro was ranked number 1.
And pounded them.
And then beat Malakoff last week, which I think Malakoff is down this year, but they were ranked in the top 10. And, of course, a perennial state contender, the Malakoff Tigers. And so Commerce now ranked 10th in 3A Division I under former Wildcat John McSheffery.
That's a team to be looking for, too, because Johnny McSheffery, he was a hard-nosed player, and I know he's going to be a hard-nosed, but he's going to be a player's coach, too. Right. They'll listen to him. Commerce has had players for years. No matter how did they play football, did they want to. If they'll listen to Johnny McSheffery, they'll turn into a football team.
Well, I think that's already happened. And you're right, he is a player's coach, and I think that the players love him. I've been around Commerce Tigers football for a while or before coming over to Sulphur Springs. So, yeah, already turned that program around. Well, after a long halftime here, including the homecoming presentation of the court and the homecoming queen, we are about ready for the second half. Wildcats back out on the field, and they will be kicking off to Celina.
That's another thing. We got to bow up and not let Celina have anything on this first series here. We've got a big enough hill to climb.
Celina won the toss and deferred to the second half. And so they'll be getting the football to start the third quarter here. 31-7. And it was a 7-7 game at the end of the first quarter. And as we told you a few minutes ago, the Tigers actually led this game 7-0 on a 16-yard TD run by Jackson Hare after a fumble recovery by Alex King. And Wildcats remained very competitive with Celina throughout the first quarter, but then Celina just stood up mainly behind their punt returner, receiver, and defensive back L.J. Taylor there.
That's the thing. It was more big plays to get that 24-point cushion in the second. I mean, the punt return, the interception return, such as that, it wasn't like they sit there and drove it right down our throat all quarter, but it still counts. But we've got to, hopefully the coaching staff was able to get everybody settled down a little bit, tell them this is a pride half. Let's see.
Has taken at the, and here is the return for Celina out across the 20-yard line.
Number 4, Maddox McCoy.
Yep. Maddox McCoy on the return. Alex King, the tackle for the Wildcats, going down on kickoff coverage. So Celina First down at the 23-yard line. They will be moving from our right to our left. And again, we are in the visitor stands here tonight. We're sitting with all the Sulphur Springs fans, which we like. A little harder to call the game from this vantage point, Tony, because the officials face away from you, and the angle on the chains, looking directly behind it, a little bit tough, but glad to. Bo Bentley on first down, given to Gutierrez.
He'll lose a couple of yards there, possibly, maybe one.
And Wildcats defense standing up strong against him on that first carry.
Yep. And with this kind of lead, I look for Celina to do very little passing. I look for them to ball, and unless we start scoring points, I look for them to try to shorten the game, running clock.
Second for the Bobcats from the 20 line. Back
so they pass.
And fires it out to the far side in the flat, caught. And about a gain of 8 yards, I would say.
3rd and 5.
Catch by Evan Caney, I believe is how that is pronounced.
Okay. I'm not seeing C.T. Galloway on the sideline yet. He was an injured Wildcat toward the end of the second quarter.
Bentley back to throw on third down and passing to the flat on the far side, and it is caught. Once again, Caney makes the catch, and it's close to a first down.
Yeah, he had second effort. He got first down, I'm pretty sure.
Evan Caney, second catch.
No, they moved him back, so it's going to be 4th and 1.
Okay.
So that's a good job. We had him. I knew we had him short. I thought he got it, and they're going to punt. They're not going to take any chance. So good job by the Wildcat defense on this first series, holding them to a 3 and out. Now let's see if we can have a little return and put some offense going our way.
Caney gets to the 32-yard line. So 4th and 1, and they will punt. I believe Bo Bentley is the punter. At least that's what I saw on video this week. Let's see. Now this is somebody else punting. Delay of game, and this is their place who is punting. That's Max Holt.
Yep.
Delay of
they were seeing if we jump.
Jax Holt, deep punt formation, deep to receive for Sulphur Springs, number 3, Joe Avara, along with number Jackson.
High snap, and Holt gets it away, and it will be returned here for the Wildcats. There's a loose ball.
I think it back. That could have been disastrous. Gio bobbled it, but fell on the game.
10 from their own 34-yard.
4-yard line coming out.
Wildcats avert disaster there.
Whoa, I thought we were going to continue. Can't afford anything. We've got to play a half. Hill.
And the
start to backfield
from the Wildcat 30 line, first of the second half. Running play between the tackles across the 35. It goes short as Jackson Hare. He's swarmed by shirts there.
Well, what's happened this entire half is just like second quarter is they're going to pinch in with their defensive linemen. They've got 4 down linemen. They're going to pinch. They're not going to face ability they would have had to Timmons. It's going to be a hard run up the gut.
Snap shot to field. And Jeffrey, but he's not able to make the catch. A diving effort at the 45-yard line.
It looked like he kind of trying to throw it there. He's kind of warming up his arm. Have not been loose in that one. So now it's 3rd and 8. Need to get something going.
I haven't seen Wildcat fans leaving the stadium. Have to.
Which after this trip, kind of like with Auburn, you get here, I'm going to stay and get my money's worth.
3rd and 8, and Cooper passing far side and flat, and the catch is made, and goes to the first down. I think he'll have it.
Yep, that's first down. Virgil.
Jackson Virgil with
Good job. That's a positive step for the defense. Good throw by Mason.
He's got a good
line. Yeah, he's done well. Unfair to compare him with Timmons, but he's done a good job. Done a nice job.
Hooten Hardware first down.
Yep, me up there.
From the 45-yard line, Jack Air using the blockers. And
all right. Let's do something here. They have a play kicked out right there.
Oh, yeah?
For Pancake, and against it, but he shouldn't. He said something, and one of their players kind of hit him in the low. And there is a flag. Our coaching staff came out.
Conference taking place above the official midfield.
He threw a punch. They can't, Coach Fairclough get him the clock, but this should be an ejection. We'll see.
It's a 5-yard gain by Jackson Hare. Strong the middle Hare.
Yeah. This 15 yards and automatic first down, and should be ejection. He's coming over to the side judge to check with him right now, verify that that's what he wants. But it was a punch. And they're him hawing around. He probably doesn't want to say this, the referee.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 11 of the D. For throwing a punch, he has disqualified.
There you go. They did it right. Number 11, so that's it.
Be a genie. And he's backer considered one of their top defenders. 5'11", 215-pounder.
I think it was Jeff Stevenson. Yeah.
Please reset the game.
Jeff Stevenson basically took him out and passed him. And what I did like is he bent over and said something. Saw and did the thing. So Stevenson did everything right except on him.
Be a genie for top defenders. He's out of the game, and the ball goes to the 30-yard line. Celina, the unsportsmanlike conduct. It was.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Mason Cooper deep has a man out there with on his, but he overthrows it.
Pass away intended for number 18,
Jamorian Jeffrey was the.
He had a lead, but you got to put a little prayer that 2 minutes on the line. Now what you got to do catch after that penalty ejection, just play ball. Everybody's on a little high alert, both teams, so hopefully we can keep control of it.
31 to line of Mason Cooper in for the injured Deuce Timmons. Snap, retreat, Phelan throws it, and receiver on the side. Once again,
he didn't have much chance there. Heavy pressure, and he was 20 in the back running for through the back leg.
Yep.
We're fortunate that we throw pass in their back.
Yeah, rid of the ball.
We've got to have it where we can break right point of attack and go from there. We can't sit there and take time.
He's got to get it out.
Go.
Offensive
pass interference on number 19. That's
Deacon
baseball player, Deacon Carpenter. So he must have done something that caught. Either that's 15 yards. That moves it to second down, 25 yards. So
49-yard line.
That's far and away not to be going.
Back to the 49-yard line. Now the line to gain is the 24-yard line.
Yep, second and a punch.
25, Wildcats. Shotgun, and Mason Cooper scrambling, and the ball pops up, but I think he got rid of it, Tony, as a pass.
I thought it was a fumble. He may have been trying to underhand it. Jackson in the area, and they graciously said that worked because it didn't get to the line. But I think we're going to have a hold. We'll see. They'll probably decline it and go with third. And
yeah, the foot down at the Sulphur 45.
Offense.
They'll decline it.
Penalties decline.
They decline.
25. No reason to not much difference in second and 35.
Bobcats, it'll bring up third down at 25.
So hand the ball off, don't turn over, and punt the ball out of bounds. Number 2 get hold of it.
Old Jay Taylor had such a big second quarter.
He is not going to see the ball if I got control of it.
Third and 25. Wildcats need to get to the 24-yard line. Passing, Carpenter heading in from to left. And it's off his fingertips.
Number 18,
Jamari and Jeffrey.
That's the thing. A couple of Mason's throws have been high, and that's the danger because that's how we got that first interception by Taylor was on a tip. So 4th and 25, and the Cats have got a punt. Taylor's back there. Like I say, I'm getting it out of bounds. I am not letting him touch the ball. I don't care if it's a 20-yard punt.
Pass interference call really.
Yep, that really took
stymied the drive there for Spring.
Yep.
4:25. Eric Rodriguez. Again, a snap that was a little bit high. He kicked the 15-yard.
I got the roll. Should be out about the 7 or the 8. 6-yard line.
Wow, what a punt.
That was good, but it was Taylor. It was low enough that he couldn't get under it. Got a good. So let's see if the defense load up again. Defense has got a heavy slate this give up no points.
Yard punt by Rodriguez Cats. And about 10 yards or so, would you roll?
10, yeah. It hit around the 20.
For some play much now and roll a long way sometimes. So
that's what I missed our referee, and I was a lot faster on turf. I don't know. People don't my work for it.
Bentley from center heads off to Logan. Gutierrez going to his left, cutting it back. Gutierrez into the area to the
21.
Number 2, Hardy.
That was Ed Keeney.
Was it?
Yeah, 21 got that one.
Well, I beg your pardon. That's the first.
It's
Gutierrez again. He doesn't miss many snaps. I here with late center. And here's the handoff into the QR.
Short 30-yard line at the 28.
This is Evan Keeney, who caught a couple of passes here earlier, and he is out to the 28-yard line for another gain of 8 yards. One off left. Again, the I formation, man in motion. Play action pass. Bentley rolling out right, throwing to the flat over on the far side. Was it caught?
Bentley gets the pass away and tipped for Wyatt Villarreal. Pass is a little tall and complete. Coverage on the play by.
I'm really surprised that they're throwing the ball at all. I would be running, staying in bounds, and running the clock.
This will be 3rd and 3 for Celina at the 20. I make it 27-yard. Tight formation here. Single out to the left. I formation. And handoff. And between the tackles it goes to the 31.
Give it to him.
Close to first down.
Yep, they're going to give it to him.
It's Caney again.
Yep.
To the 31.
Number 2, Grayson Hardy.
Grayson Hardy made the tackle for Wildcat.
I believe.
Linebacker came into the game with 5 tackles, 139 tackles last season for Grayson Hardy.
Somebody down in the middle in there. Can't see who it is.
As a junior. First down.
That's Hardy.
First down, Celina at the 31-yard line.
Looks like he may have a crack. Hope that's as much as it is. That's one thing we've been fortunate of injuries this year, but they've sure pounded the way. And now with Hardy, hopefully he'll be able to spring back up, put some fluids in him, get him back out there.
31 to line. 6:30 is to go. I'm still unclear on injury situation now at the third line.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
hard.
it's now up.
Still did, but he's weighed on it.
Boy, it's real tough.
Yep. This is what happens with heavyweight, and that's what.
So I don't think they've had anybody walk off an injury so far.
We've definitely.
Yeah. We'll see if Mason Hardy's able. He made the play.
Can those sprains tough. See if they can take.
Hardy, by the way, Louisiana Tech commit. Be a Bulldog next year. First down, and Bentley is back. The shotgun this time, and I believe this is
Keeney.
Keeney again.
He's doing his Dobbs Martin impression.
Yeah, towards the shoulder there.
And run north.
Nice defense up to the 39 line for a gain of 8 yards, so it's second down and 2. From the 39, Bentley in the shotgun, moving to his right, throwing, and caught in flat over on the far side near midfield.
Pass complete to Villarreal.
Villarreal, the big tight end, who made the catch.
He's a player.
Have the first down close to midfield.
Number 3, Gio.
They're going to go
Gio
back to the
Ibarra.
line. And where is now? They're going tempo.
Gio Ibarra, the cat cornerback. Villarreal, by the way, 6'5", 220 pounds. And he's a senior. First down at the Celina 47-yard line. Bo Bentley, the senior quarterback.
Too much
In
time.
the pocket, throwing and slanting in from right to left. The catch is made near the 40-yard line of Sulphur. Again, that is Villarreal who makes the catch.
If anybody that much time, they're going to complete the pass. That's the fact. You got to throw in front, keeping 5 in and pull back at times. So they got 6 on 3. If you can't pressure, those going to get you.
First down, Bentley, and this time he's sacked. Tried to the right.
Negative yardage.
That's 38.
Blaine Allen. Yeah.
Blaine.
Blaine Allen, the Wildcat defensive end.
And I can see Bentley's kind of limping a little bit. It looked like he got twirled down.
So this is second down and 14.
Yep.
From 45-yard line in Wildcat territory. 2 wideouts to either field. Shotgun is back to his right. They get off to him, and he's going nowhere.
Keeney got it. Trey Bonnell said stop right now. See where it is, 3rd and 14.
So Holmes got up the deck there. I think
Yep.
maybe had to that time.
Lost his shoe.
Keenan.
Between Truth and Trey, you've been going to do first for what you did.
3rd and 14 for Celina, lead 31 to 6 for 20 to go. And again, he's back. I think it might have been fun again.
Keeney is 22. The lighting's not good.
16 and more with the sack.
Yeah, there was 3 of them. That was where we go. Keenan a little bit, but one of the linebackers from
7-yard line. Punt. And it's going to take all inside the to they're back.
Line. But I didn't. From 99 yards, looking at it.
Over there. Oh, that's a 51-yard punt by Jack Holt. Well,
left in the third, and we got a 9-yard field. Let's see if we can put something together.
31-7, Celina. All Wildcats, no scoring here in the third.
It's going to be a low-scoring second half.
Right.
When you have one like that.
Looks like they give it to Jackson Hare. Back left, just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's the thing. Normal play when you're right there is just run it off tackle and try to get out of the shadow. They know what's coming. We're going to have to do something or get lucky.
Again, Hare's wearing that protective cover on his headgear that you see these days. He had a concussion against Greenville several weeks ago.
That may strictly be preventive maintenance. I like it.
I had not wear it until
no.
It's 2nd and 10 from the 1. Wildcats
give it back to him again.
To Jackson Hare, and again going left, hit at the line of scrimmage, and that's all they get, which is basically nothing.
That's Hammer and Hank Thomas.
So Wildcats looking at punting out of the back of their zone unless they can play right here.
10 from the 1 line.
30-7, Celina, 2:34 left to go third quarter. It has been a tough night for the Wildcats in every way possible.
Yep.
Mason Cooper, the quarterback in the shotgun, stands about 5 yards deep in the end zone. Jeff Stevenson snaps it to his left wing, and incomplete intended for Jackson Virgil at the 15-yard line.
Got a punt from the 1, and that's a good situation. I'm not so sure I wouldn't snap it out, give them 2, and punt from 20. I really would.
Well, yeah, you're down 31-7.
It's not like it's going to affect the score.
So Eric Rodriguez is just inside the end line.
We hope.
It's the snap, and here's the punt.
Kicked it where he should. That's a nice punt.
Out of bounds.
33-yard line, 32-yard punt. Low and running and away from Taylor. So that was excellent job by Rodriguez. So that change of possession, we really only lost about 10 yards because that's about where 10 or 15 yards. That's about where Celina punted from.
Yeah.
2:07. Still got to hold them right here.
2:07 remaining in the third period. Celina leading 31-7 over the Wildcats. That was the time.
Yeah. I knew in the figured Ben was about done. Fixing C subs. That's number 19.
That will be
Garav.
I was hoping we could see him tonight.
He's number 19.
I'll have to stick that one. It's a draw play up the middle. The gain is the Wildcats 13 or I thought the 16.
18.
By number 12.
Went to the 18-yard line. Yeah, he's going to be number 19 or QB2.
1st and 10 for Celina. That looks like the 17-yard line to me. Again, our angle is not good from this vantage point. And again, they hand it off. This time going off the right side. This is Evan Caney.
Play to the 17. Tackle made by 26, Alex King.
Quarterback's a senior. I'm glad. I was afraid he might be a sophomore or junior. He's a big kid.
I'm going to call that Garav Mutasarel.
I'm going to just defer to you.
The new quarterback for Celina.
He is QB2 to me for the remainder of this game.
And this is 2nd and 9 from the Wildcat 17-yard line we make it.
Keeney again, just straight up the middle.
A lot of calls on Evan Caney. Delivered.
Caney going off the right side and then getting back slightly inside the 15. He goes down to the 13 line.
Getting a little chippy on these outside receivers with blocking, so we're going to have to keep that. Already had one ejection. We don't need to have any more.
Down to 33 seconds in the third quarter. The ejection, by the way, was a Celina player.
Yes. So they've got to snap it one more time before the quarter ends. Looks like they're called timeout.
Play clock has 4. Game clock has 17.
So timeout with 15 seconds.
A timeout. So we'll take it with them with Celina leading 31-7 over Sulphur Springs. It's Wildcats football on KSST. Wildcats football. Wildcats led this game 7-0. Midway through the first quarter, game was tied 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. But 24-0 Celina in the second quarter tells the story. All of that just about was Jay Taylor, their receiver, punt returner, and defensive back. Long returns, one for touchdown, long touchdown catch, and an interception. So this is 3rd down and 4 from the 17-yard line. And running play goes between almost as soon as the play
He went down as he leaned down to pick up the football.
He must have had his knee down and then go.
Ball carrier
Final play of the third quarter
goes down at the 14-yard line.
Springs 7.
So I
No,
believe that
no
means,
score in the third quarter.
Yeah, no score.
Which is to be expected in a game like that, and that there's going to be very little. Hope could put some points on.
Wildcat fans making exit.
And same over there. They know who the queen is, and they're satisfied this game's in the books, so they're going home too.
Going to the fourth quarter, 31-7 Celina. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Okay, good.
Resuming play, 4th down and 4 for Celina. They sent on Jack Hope for the field goal.
31-yard field goal is on the 4th down play for Celina. And the field goal is good.
Yeah, and it would have been good from about 30 more. They've got quite a kick.
Jack Holt,
In the
31-yard field goal, as Tony says he had plenty of legs. It's the first scoring of the second half.
Yep, and good job by the Cat defense of toughing it up and forcing the field goal, not letting them come on in.
34-7, Celina leads it, and we'll be back with the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff after this.
Maybe it was, I guess he missed it. Okay. There was a penalty. It was 4th and 4, so there must have been a penalty that gives it a first down because that's what it was.
No?
No? They must have.
Well, as we come back to play Sulphur Springs with the ball and what we thought was a 31-yard field goal by Jack's hold apparently was not good, and the ball went over to Sulphur Springs. So we saw that one all wrong.
We were all wrong. First down didn't go very good either. Loss of 5. Jacob Brown came in one-on-one and just took Mason Cooper to the ground.
So the score remains 31-7. We thought it had gone to 34-7.
Must have missed it right.
And the ball goes back to Sulphur Springs, but as Tony told you, loss of 5 on first down. And so they're back at the 15-yard line behind the chains. And on first down, they run straight ahead.
No gain, maybe a yard for Jackson.
Dobson Martin there on the carry.
It was. He's got one of those hats on, too. That's what I was looking at. I thought that was Jackson, so he's got one, too.
Third down and 14. I think you're going to score more of those, Tony. I think
good with that.
In 5 years, I think probably everybody will be wearing them.
There's a lot of pro players running them, too.
Mason Cooper, the quarterback in the shotgun. Back pedals, trying to go to Jackson Virgil here in the flat on the near side, but it's over his reach. And it'll be, I think now, 4th down and 14.
Yep.
Whoop, do we have a flag down?
I don't think so.
Holding Wildcats. I would expect them to decline that penalty, and they do.
Mason's having a hard time with the ball stealing on him a little bit. He's several his throws. He's made some really nice throws, but several of them have just sailed on him a little bit, like he's throwing off his back foot, not quite coming over.
Taylor and number 6, Jacob Brown.
So the line of scrimmage is 16-yard line. This is 4th and 14. Again, Eric Rodriguez gets the punt away. This is a good-looking punt coming to the near side. A height on that one, Tony, and it goes out of bounds somewhere near midfield.
We got a flag. I don't know if we've got substitution infraction or maybe 12 on the field. The ball was kicked. The flag came out, so it must be something about the amount of players.
Where do you see the flag?
Right there at the 48.
Okay.
So I can't, they're talking it out about this, but it came out as soon as the ball was snapped, and it's against the Wildcats. So I can't see, it wasn't a contact foul. It had to be either something like sideline warning or substitution and infraction. They're trying to explain it, but they're having a hard time.
It's about a 32-yard punt.
12 players decline. They're just going to take it at the end at the 45-yard line. So it was a substitution infraction. 12 players on the field. They're deciding that that's a short enough punt or a good enough punt that they're going to just keep it right there.
Okay. I said 32, make it a 38-yard punt by Eric Rodriguez. So good job there, but the penalty against the Wildcats now then gives
the Sulphur Springs 45-yard line.
It gives Celina the ball back at the 45-yard line in Sulphur Springs territory.
And now we got Bo Bentley back in, which surprises me because if I'm Celina, I don't want him to get hurt.
Katie takes the head off, and they have gone with him here most of the second half at running back, and not Logan Gutierrez. He charges over the left side for about 4 yards to the 41-yard line.
Official timeout for an injured Wildcat.
And say we got somebody down. I can't see who it is.
And yet another Sulphur Springs injury.
That looks like they're holding it like a cramp. That looks like it could be Truth.
It's not been all that unpleasant of a night weather-wise as far as the temperature. You don't have the terrible humidity. And it was 82 degrees at kickoff. I'm sure we're down well into the 70s now.
Defense has been out there and done a lot of running too, though.
Sure.
hopefully that's all that is, not to make light of a cramp, because we all know how painful those are.
It is 31-7, Celina, with 9:59 to go in the ball game.
It is truth, and he's up and walking, so just a cramp there.
Walking off on his own power.
Yep, a little stiff-legged. Got to get some fluids in him.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7. Scoreboard says 6. For Celina at the Sulphur Springs 41-yard line.
I'm shocked that they've got Bentley in at this point.
Yeah. In the shotgun, fakes the handoff, throws to the far side. Pass is complete. And that's Wyatt Villarreal, who's caught a lot of balls. The big tight end tonight. He makes that catch.
On the play by Sulphur Springs, number 3,
Gio Ibarra. It makes the stop for the Wildcats at the 36-yard line.
Wildcats with a 3rd down and 1.
Gain of 5, so 3rd and 1 for Celina. Yeah, they brought in Gaurav Mutasar, quarterback there for
It'll be 1st and 10. The ball
well, I mean, there's nothing to be proved right here. All you're doing is open him up for an injury.
Yeah, Bob Bentley, the Oklahoma commit, is in there at quarterback. Handoff goes for first down here off right tackle. And that is the running back, Evan Caney.
Going to get about 8. That's going to be second 2. We've got another Wildcat down.
Again, timeout, injured Wildcat.
Boy, it has just been rough here tonight.
Yep.
And see, the gain is to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, 2nd and 2. This looks like another cramp.
Wildcat down just about where the play came to it.
Yeah, he was a tackler.
So Sulphur Springs again next week at home against the Paris Wildcats, and we'll look up the history of that series that goes back a long, long way.
Didn't you the ones that played the most games
I believe that
in history?
That is right.
I think that's what you said last year, something about 100 games.
Mount Pleasant, Paris, Greenville are the only rivals. And the player here for the Wildcats is up, and he's going off the field on his own power.
Yeah, that was a cramp. And they gave him some water.
That's
right
Creed
quick.
Wisdom. 2nd down and 2.
2nd and 2. 8:54 left in the game.
Need what Tony calls a happy clock.
Need a happy clock.
31-7. So line totally dominant command of the ball game. And not much is here in the second. Bentley. The senior quarterback takes the snap. He fakes the hand. Retreating. Moving in the pocket with pressure. Going to the far side.
That tight end again.
And that is Villarreal who makes
Once again,
the catch at about the 17-yard line. And that's first down for Celina. It's a 10-yard gain.
I have a hard time with them passing now with the situation too. He may need X amount of yards for a record or something like that. I don't know.
But they're working on what they think they need to work on, I guess. And it's a handoff to Caney again. And Caney going right, cutting back, taken down at about the 12-yard line by Gio Ibarra.
Number 3, Gio Ibarra.
Evan Caney. See a lot of action here in the second half.
Yeah, he has.
Now on the 10-yard line.
Line of scrimmage will be the 11-yard line. I have it. I heard the public address announcer say the 10.
Line of scrimmage is the 11-yard line.
Thank you. Corrected himself. 2nd down about 4. And Bentley passes.
There we go. There we go. Take that.
Interception and going
He's
down
going
the
house. That's Gio, I think.
Gio Ibarra.
Just keep going into that well, so that's what you get.
Picks it up at about what, the 10?
He was inside the 10.
Yeah,
He was about the 4.
Okay, so we'll call it a 96.
97-yard TD on the pick.
Picked it off in the flat, and there was nobody in front of him.
And I'll say that's what you deserve for keeping on throwing with the ball game like this.
Gio Ibarra.
I feel like that's going to possibly be one of those all-time Wildcat record books.
Might very well be. Couldn't be much farther.
It's not going to get beat by much. Kind of like Dorsey, 99-yarder.
No snap.
He still got it.
And the kick is by Eric Rodriguez. I think, again, we missed on
It
the
was.
field goal call here.
It was, but it was a fumble snap, and he kicked that one flat-footed and got it through.
So he's now 28 for 28 on his extra points this season. 31-14 now.
Yep.
7:19 to go after the 96-yard interception return for a touchdown by senior Gio Ibarra. This is Wildcat on KFC. And Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op says, way to go Wildcats for the long reception return for a touchdown by senior Gio Ibarra. First we ever heard of Gio, Tony, was had been moved up from varsity 2 years ago, game against Community, and had 3 interceptions in the game.
He's done a great job at corner. That's a tough job. Been outmanned this game because of the size of that tight end. They've been doing it, and he finally decided he had enough and we're out. So now the officials are getting in a short kick position, assuming that we'll have a onside kick. I'd kick deeper and kick a sprint.
This is the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff.
Timeout, Celina.
31-14. That's the first score of the second half.
Yep.
Celina takes a timeout. They're not certain what the Wildcats have in mind here.
They only had one man deep, and he was over here. I would kick it about to the numbers at 20 and let everybody sprint for it and see who can get there.
I think that is something that teams should do more often.
That
let the ball
is,
bounce around, and you don't know where it might go.
Exactly.
Create some havoc.
The community that supports us. Visit us off Highway 380, just west of the DMT.
I suppose at 31-14, you could conceive of, if the Wildcats recovered an onside kick, that somehow they might get back into this thing.
Well,
but
it's rare.
Realistically,
it's rare when you know it's coming. That's
right,
the thing.
Right.
We got it done to us. What game was it? Aubrey, opening kickoff.
That's right.
So if it's a surprise, it's one thing. But when you're looking at now, they got 2 players back, about the 25, so it'll be a little harder to do. I still might just kick it real hard, straight down the middle, and let it bounce.
Rodriguez tees up for the Wildcats.
Couldn't do any harm, could it?
No. Looks like we're going to kick it deep now.
The J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff from Eric Rodriguez, and he does kick it deep, but more toward the line, and it goes out of bounds.
So they'll get it at the 30 now. That's one for each. But the way the kicking game has hurt us tonight, that's
couple of long punt returns in the first half by L.J. Taylor. One was for a touchdown, 68 yards, and the other was 58 yards, and set up a touchdown right by Logan Gutierrez.
So let's see if our defense got enough hoods in them, see if we can get a thing out and let the offense get back, make this thing look a little more respectable.
First in Celina, they're on 30-yard line.
Bobcat on the 30, ball in the near hash, they move to right. They keep it on the ground, right tackle to the short side of the field, and about a 5-yard gain there That is Evan Caney again, and the tackle for the Wildcats was by Keenan Morris.
Still got Bo Bentley in. Still got the big tight end out there wide with Ibarra. I bet they don't throw that out. May try to fake it and go deep.
Gave him the 33. I saw it going to the 35, so this is second down and 7.
Yep.
H-back moving from left to right. And Bentley in the shotgun, going to take it himself around the left side. Crosses the 40 up to about the 42-yard line, and that's a first down for Celina.
I just don't understand them having him in there and risking injury. But
you know, I think the same thing. The Cowboys had Dak Prescott in the other day when they had a 4-touchdown lead or whatever it was in the fourth quarter. Why do you do that?
Well, of course, with Jerry and his $250,000 fine.
Well, it's not just the Cowboys. I see that a lot with teams. They leave the starter in. I just do not see the reason. First and 10, 41-yard line. Bentley moving around in the pocket, coming to the near side, throwing downfield.
Oh.
And that looks like
Gio nearly got it again. Yeah. He cut it and just not quite get to it.
On the previous play, Gio Ibarra.
And that was intended for L.J. Taylor, who had such a huge second quarter.
I think the big boy had come over that far too because it was a scramble.
Yeah. So this is second down and 10.
Second and 10 again. They'll run this one.
It's a line of 42-yard line, ball on the far hash as they move left to right. And off left tackle. Short game. Across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Caney on the carry again. Evan Caney.
Got some kind of penalty. This one could be a face mask or something, or it could be. It was right where the tackle was. Got a little discussion.
Yeah, conversation taking place among the officials here. 31-14, Celina.
Still getting a little chippy too, and it's a little mouthing, so this could even be an unsportsmanlike.
Moments ago, a 96-yard interception return for a touchdown by the Wildcats' Gio Ibarra. And the officials continuing their conversation right now. It looks like they're talking with Gio for some reason.
Talking to two of ours.
Preston Nottingham also in on that conversation.
Yep, face mask on Gio at the tackle at the end of the play.
And this will move it well into Sulphur Springs territory.
Automatic first down. Getting a little chippy right now, so hopefully we can just finish this game out.
The ball on the Wildcat 37-yard line.
Goes to the Sulphur Springs 37.
The 38-yard line is the new line of scrimmage. First and
face mask penalty. Celina is open next week. They'll be at 7-0. And then they play at Paris 2 weeks from tonight. And the snap goes to Bentley, and the handoff straight ahead. This is Caney again. Across the 35 to the Sulphur Springs 33-yard line.
Brought down at the 32.
Make it the 32.
Caney's just a junior, so he's setting himself up to be the featured back next year.
You're right. I thought he was a senior, but that makes more sense. It would make sense to have a junior. Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, he does. He looks like an orange version of Dalton Martin the way he runs.
Second and 4 from the Wildcat 32-yard line. And again, Caney running hard over the left side.
Yeah.
Caney taking a couple of tacklers with him inside 25.
They're just going north-south right now, and our defense is just on our heels. So they're giving a yeoman's effort. They got 4:49 and counting, and now that maybe they can hold them and keep them from scoring.
I've got James Johnson and Preston Nottingham on that tackle for Sulphur Springs.
All right.
4.5 minutes to go. Celina, first and 10 at the Wildcat 23. And Bentley throwing,
Little
and
screen pass, but I think it was caught inbounds
Pass complete to 21 Evan
for
Caney.
basically maybe a 1 yard gain, but it'll keep the clock running.
No gain on the play. Second
No
down,
gain,
10.
so that was just a stalemate right there, and so we'll take it as long as the clock's running. We're going to go under 4 minutes here.
second and 10. We've lost about half our fans, I would say, at this point,
Oh, yeah.
on both sides of the field. Old Bentley takes the snap, gives it off to Caney. He is hit hard in the backfield, and then bounces off that tackle. And
That was 32.
that's TJ.
T.J. Bolden hit him but couldn't wrap him up, but he only had hard to go before somebody else got him.
Gain is to the 21.
If we can hold them right here, they'll try another long field goal. Got an empty backfield, so Bentley's gonna throw this time or do a quarterback draw.
Make it to 22. It's 3rd and 9. Bentley retreating, passing over the middle, and caught inside the 15-yard line.
Yep.
And that again is Wyatt Villarreal, the big tight end.
That boy can play.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I've tried to find who else is being recruited off Celina other than Bo Bentley, and I'm surprised that
Taylor's so small, he's going to have a hard time.
Yeah.
He's the type that E.T. ought to be coming to see.
The gain to the 13-yard line on the pass to Villarreal, so it's 1st and 10. Evan Caney off left tackle, short gain.
Inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Loss of 1 on the play. Tackle made by Alex King.
I beg your pardon, that was a loss. I thought he'd crossed the line and picked up a yard or so, but loss of a yard. Alex King, the leading tackler for the Wildcats with 31 tackles coming into the game. Made the stop there. That's a tackle for loss, and that'll at least give him 4. The year he came in with 3.
So now they're taking big 88 out, but you got Taylor out there with Gio.
Caney off the left side. This time he tears off a nice gain down to about the 6-yard line.
2-minute warning.
Tackle made by number 10, Creed Wisenhunt.
Creed Wisenhunt, the Wildcats free safety on the tackle as they reach the 6-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 3, and as Tony told you, we're at the 2-minute warning. 31-14. The Wildcats on top, or I should say the Bobcats on top, and this is Wildcats football on KSST.
Sure like to see us hold them for a shutout this half.
Yeah.
It's game time. Let's go Bobcats. Your home team Go Bobcats.
This drive has been the best of the second half for Celina. They started their own 30-yard line.
Yep.
They have now reached the Sulphur Springs 6. This will be the 12th play of the drive.
2 minutes left. Let's see if we can get out of this half with no score. It's going to be a tough chore.
Bentley under center with the I formation, 2 tight ends. Hands off to Evan Caney. Caney at the goal line.
He's in.
6 yards
And
touchdown.
waiting for the signal, but I guess I missed it, so touchdown Celina.
He's 5 yards deep, but we got some extracurricular going on. Wildcats and
After the play is
a
over.
little chippy, both sides. We'll have to see what's going on here.
Evan Caney, 6-yard touchdown run off left tackle.
My fear here is if we get anybody kicked out right now, they're out for the first half of next ball game, and that's what you gotta keep you cool.
Flag down near the goal line, actually the 1-yard line over on the far side. And again, conference between the officials.
It's all from dead ball in my mind. I don't think there's anything else, but you're going to see at least 1 or 2 unsportsmanlike. It's whether or not we have any ejections, which would be sad.
36-14. Celina now with the extra point to come.
After the penalty, there are fouls by both teams. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 90 of the defense. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 3 of the defense. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 4 of the offense. All the fouls offset.
Okay.
Three separate personal fouls.
And nobody got tossed, so that's good. It's hard to stay there like that, but so touchdown was scored. Now it's 37 with extra point to come. The officials really need to get in the middle of this and cut all of this out.
Yeah, I may have said 36-14, 37, and the extra point here by Jack's Hope is good, and it will be 38-14. Celina with 1:55 left to go in the ball game. This is Wildcats football on KSS2.
It's a long ball game.
I think Wildcats football on KSST. Let me see if I can find my sponsors card here. It's been a while since we've done that. Here it is. Wildcats football brought to you by Alliance Bank, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, Saputo Dairy Foods, Christus Mother Francis Hospital, Farm Country, Copy Products, Hooten Hardware, BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, J. Hodge Chevrolet. Thanks for the dark red Chevy Tahoe today. University Interscholastic League pregame, sponsored by Super Handy. Halftime Galleon Insurance, Hall Oil, and Super Handy. 38-14 now. Celina.
Looks like Jackson and Dobson deep.
Each team has scored one touchdown in the second half. Here's the kickoff by Holt.
Touchback, just got inside the pylon.
Wildcats take it at the 25-yard line. Wildcats have that 96-yard touchdown run, or a touchdown interception return by Gio Ibarra, and then that is followed by a 70-yard drive by Celina in 12 plays and a 6-yard touchdown run by Evan Kane to make it 38-14. So again, I don't want to make too much of this, Tony, but if you don't understand that the Wildcats were without the junior quarterback Deuce Timmons for the entire game tonight, except for the first play from scrimmage, then you really don't understand what happened in this game.
Oh, absolutely.
And give Mason Cooper a job or credit for a gutty job. Here he is scrambling, and he gets out across the 30 up to about the 32-yard line. Give him credit for a
he's
gutty
come in
performance.
and really giving it his all.
Second down 3.
Deuce Timmons went out on the first play from scrimmage on a 13-yard run up the middle, which he nearly got a first down on a 1st and 15 after a pre-snap penalty, but some kind of ankle injury, and he hobbled off the field with assistance and has not been seen since, except that he's been on the sideline to give moral support to the team. Now here's a running play up the middle on that second down and 3.
That's number 1.
Except for going for Congress for a yard.
So it's Keyshawn John in the game for the Wildcats. I think I'm surprised we have not seen him already tonight.
Yeah.
Not much of a gain there. In fact, I guess it was no gain. They give it to him again on 3rd and 2. Keyshawn, nice job of running.
Little hurdle and got the first down.
A man on the ground and picks up the first down out to the 37-yard line.
Hooten Hardware first down. I don't know that we've gotten to say that in the second half. It's been rough.
I tell you, Keyshawn John is a a very capable ball carrier in his own right.
He is.
You give him the opportunity. Mason Cooper fakes it to John, passing and incomplete, intended there at the 45-yard line for Quinn Harris. The 45 in Celina territory, but a little too tall.
He's having a hard time with his release point. He's throwing it too high, and that's dangerous when you're going across the middle.
And Celina had an interception on a pass like that in the first half, one of the key plays of the game.
That's what started the downfall.
Yeah, L.J. Taylor intercepted, and they went on to a field goal. And here's Keyshawn John, big hole off left tackle, and Keyshawn into the secondary, coming to the sideline, and out of bounds inside the Celina 40-yard line at the 37. Nice run by Keyshawn John, the senior.
Another Hooten Hardware first down. 28 seconds left in the ball game. So in all honesty, this could be the last play of the game.
That's 23 yards on the game by Keyshawn John.
Yeah, he looked good.
Wildcats first down. Mason Cooper in the shotgun, backpedaling, throwing to the near side in the flat. It's caught by the sophomore Jackson Virgil.
He didn't get out of bounds, and the clock's still running, so that's liable to be it. 10 seconds and counting. I think that's going to do it. A good effort by the Cats in the second half after that disastrous second quarter.
5-yard gain to the 32-yard line, and that will end the ball game. 38-14, Celina will remain undefeated, and the Wildcats lose for the first time. Okay, I think he's done now. The Wildcats lose for the first time in 2025. 38-14. Oh, spoke too soon. 38-14. The Wildcats lose to the Celina Bobcats, and Wildcats football continues after this on KSST. 38-14, Celina over the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. And the game is a little misleading, Tony, in that the Sulphur Springs gave Celina everything it could stand there in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Wildcats got out to a 7-0 lead. Alex King recovered a fumble at the Celina 21-yard line, and the Wildcats scored on a 16-yard TD run by Jackson Hare. And despite the loss of Deuce Timmons on the first play from scrimmage, Sulphur Springs led 7-0 over the undefeated and defending state champ Celina Bobcats. But Celina comes back on their next possession, and they drive 87 yards in 13 plays. They got a touchdown on a 2-yard run by Logan Gutierrez to tie the score at 7-7. And then on the next Sulphur Springs possession, it really turned the game around. It was an interception by L.J. Taylor.
Yep.
On a tipped ball, a pass over the middle. Taylor intercepted, gave Celina the ball at the 50-yard line. Celina drove for a 27-yard field goal by Jackson to make it 10-7 with 8:07 midway through the second quarter. So still a very competitive game.
That's the deal. The defense buckled down and held them to 3, so still right there with them.
And in the middle of the second quarter, Wildcats forced to punt, and that is where they got the 68-yard punt return by L.J. Taylor.
Yep.
And that made it 17-7. And then another disastrous play and another turning point in the game. The Wildcats attempted to punt, and the snap was over the head of Eric Rodriguez. He chased it down into the end zone. Bravely got the punt away, but only got back to about the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
And Celina takes over at the Sulphur Springs 28-yard line, and on the first play after that, Bo Bentley hits L.J. Taylor for a 28-yard touchdown reception, diving catch at the goal line. One-handed, you said?
One-handed.
Yeah.
It was. You better watch Sports Center. There's cameras everywhere. It could be on that top 10.
That made it 24-7 with 7:04 left to go in the second quarter. Wildcats forced to punt again. L.J. Taylor, 58-yard punt return to the 8-yard line. Gutierrez scored on an 8-yard run to make it 31-7 at halftime. So Celina scores, 17 points in the last approximately 8 minutes of the first half.
Yep.
And made it 31-7 at halftime. And really, both teams kind of sparred with each other in the second half.
Literally. Had a couple of them, and that's what usually happens when you have a lopsided score at halftime. I'm still shocked that the coaches have Bo Bentley and the starters still out there as much as they did in the second half. They got by with it, so that's okay.
Gio Ibarra, a 96-yard interception return for a touchdown. Let's see, that was with 4 minutes and something left to go. 7:19.
Yeah.
7:19 midway through the fourth. No scoring at all in the third quarter.
No, not at all.
And then Celina came back with a very good drive, a 70-yard drive in 12 plays, mostly with Evan Caney carrying the football, and he gets the touchdown on a 6-yard run to make it 38-14, the final score for Celina. But just have to say, what would it have been like if Deuce Simmons had played the entire game? In fact, even played more than one play.
They were. Celina was solid, no doubt. Give them their due. But if Deuce Timmons doesn't get hurt right there, and nothing against Mason Cooper either.
Right.
Mason Cooper came in, gave it his all, and did it all he could, and the team tried to back him. It's just hard to keep with it. It's just kind of like when the Cowboys lose Dak. It doesn't matter who the backup is. It's not going to be the same.
Right.
And that's not any knock. But if you got Deuce Timmons for that ball game, I still think we got a chance to win the ball game.
So again, Timmons came into the game completing 82% of his passes for 913 yards, 13 TDs, rushing for 411 yards, 7.3 yards per carry, and 8 touchdowns. So that's what you missed tonight after the first play from scrimmage. But all is not lost. Wildcats have lost only one game and one district game. And there are 4 more games yet to go. And the first of those will be at home next Friday night against the Paris Wildcats. Tony, do you have some scores that you can pass along to us before we wrap it up here?
Okay.
Because Paris was leading Aubrey 28-14, about what I would expect.
Let's see. Cooper ended up beating Como 21-14. Cumbie won big over Detroit. Gilmer beat Pittsburgh. Panther Creek won big over Community. Winsboro won big. Mount Vernon won big over Emory. And Paris won big over Aubrey 49-17.
49-17.
So we better get ready to play Paris too. That's not a pushover. I
agree.
You.
I 100%.
Especially if we don't have Deuce to play. And right now I would say he's doubtful to play next week.
It would appear that way. But he never left the field or never left the sideline during the entire game, so that to me is encouraging that he was able to do that and stayed on the bench. So we'll hope that somehow he may be back next week, but the Wildcats will give maximum effort and have every chance of winning that game against Paris, their old rivals, next Friday night. So, Wildcat football brought to you by Alliance Bank, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, Farm Country, Copy Products, Saputo Dairy Foods, Christus Mother Francis Hospital, Hooten Hardware, BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, J. Hodge Chevrolet. Thanks to J. Hodge for the lovely dark red Chevy Tahoe today. University Interscholastic League is a sponsor. Pre-game presented by Super Handy. Halftime by Galleon Insurance, Hall Oil, and Super Handy also. Tony, great working with you as always.
Well, I appreciate it. I wish it had been as fun at the end as it was to start with. I was fired up, and it was still a good ball game, a good effort by the Wildcats. It's just that when certain things happen, There's nothing you can do about it. So all we can do is strap it up for these last 3 ball games or 4 ball games, and then get in that playoff run. And we expect to be in those semifinals just like we were last year with the 3 teams in our district. And that's what every coach would say. They better be there, or they'll consider the year a failure.
So thanks to James Terry, our producer in the KSST studio. Matt Jansen is our technical director and video producer. And obviously thanks to Tony Flippin. 38-14, Celina over the Sulphur Springs Wildcats tonight. And I'm John Mark Dempsey, and we say good night from Celina.